What a beautiful morning, huh? It's always a battle. I gotta try to put my glass glove on with my teeth in this weather. But yeah, let's walk down the line. Just look at the condition of our animals. Isn't that that's my dinky collie right there. What a mess. You just look at her compared to the robustness of the other animals. We're about a week away from sending all the wethers out the door, and I'm looking forward to it. Bring the pressure on my hay down. Golly, we're gonna have to go to the other side. All the cattle are facing the other way. Nobody wants to look at a row of butts. Well, I hope everyone's having a good New Year. Isn't that some good looking hay? Goodness. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, a Merry Christmas, and had a good New Year. We kept it quiet this year. Look at that big bull. And we were happy to keep it quiet. We just did what's turning into a tradition of the family, not so much me. I get kind of bored with it. They watch the extended version of Lord of the Rings, which is like 27 hours long, and they think that's great. But it coincides with poor weather and kind of the end of that holiday feeling. Anyhow, look at that little calf. Let's see, a couple updates. We had a surprise. Let me see if I can find her. There she is. We bought this South Pole from down in Missouri from Greg, Judy, and she popped me out a calf the day after Christmas. And then of course it was very mild, so it went well, and I kind of let it, she stayed with the calf for a couple of days, and then we got some real nasty weather, like maybe the 27th, which would have been freezing rain, and then it turned into a skating rink, and then it turned into snow. And I kept checking on the calf throughout the day, and he kept getting, like, he was eating from his mom, but he kept getting colder and colder, and he wasn't big enough to deal with it. So what was a beautiful bull calf is now going to be a steer, unfortunately. But better a live steer than a dead bull calf, I guess. So I'm kind of watching some of these other South Poles right here, and I don't remember where. I guess I only bought 3 this year, and just making sure they're not going to drop me a calf in January. I'm guessing it was just some kind of a, when you're dealing with that many animals, things are going to go awry. I'm dealing with far, far fewer, and things go awry for me all the time. So we're in the process right now. I think what the plan is, because I don't really want a bunch of bottle-fed steers that aren't learning hot wire from their mom. Kind of my tentative plan right now is to just bundle them up with the milk cow calf when they're all about 300 pounds and weaned, and just run them out to a local producer who's paying good price, but then I don't have to go to the auction barn and do all that crap. And to be honest, getting $1,300-1,400 for a calf, I don't know how anybody can cry about that. When you think about just a few years ago when calf prices were down, I bought these bred heifers for, I want to say, $1,200 a piece, the white ones. I bought these as bred pairs for $2,400 a piece. Oh, you want pets? All right. She knows what I'm filming. She comes up and gets some attention. So you got to ride the ups and downs, and we're on the up right now, so we're gonna ride it. So actually, her calf from a year ago, so he would have been 16, 17 months old. He started going nuts, jumping my fence. He kept wanting to go up to the milk cow up at the milk shed, and he started just ignoring fence and running like a riot and acting wild. And he was a steer, but I didn't have any time for that. And the nice thing about high cattle prices is it takes the pain out of getting rid of junk like that. Look at them all. They're in a row like a cafeteria. This is some really good grass alfalfa mix that we made. I think it's first cutting from the amount of seeds in it, which I love first cutting because it puts seed on my ground. And these beef cattle are just fine with it. Anyhow, so quite a bit's happened, but I just haven't been in the mood to make an update video. So we've had some calving and just at Christmas, which is a first for me. He lived, he's fine. He's just up at the milk shed with the other calves now. And we started putting, so we're trying to feel our way through this family milk cow thing. And so what we've been doing is we're milking in the morning, putting the milk cow out with the herd so that when she's in heat, I don't even know where the bull went. The bull can breed her, and then we take her back in for the night to be milked and do all that stuff. So it's a bit fussy. We're learning the fussiness of it all, but we're quite happy with it. So again, back to the cattle prices. One of the advantages of having high prices is I'm casting a critical eye on every animal, knowing that I can get full value out of it. So for instance, I think next year's I think we're going to get rid of the black cows, and then subsequently maybe the not all the white cows. I quite like this one. She's very small. This one's quite a bit bigger. You can see her stature compared to the South Poles. I'd like to get rid of her too. And steer, and so we have quite a few steers too. So if that price spikes in springtime, you know, these are all 600, 700, 800 pounds. I don't know, something like that. I think I'm gonna just pull the trigger. I need to invest in some other things like fence water and sheep. So I just might find the right time to do it. Yeah. Anyway, we're in a kind of a nice cool spell. I won't call it cold because it's like 10 degrees today. Anything from 10 to 20 is perfect winter weather. The ground's frozen. It's not mucky. It's not minus 30. I don't like 30. 30 is when the ground gets beat up and maybe can thaw at the right time. Yeah, we don't like that. Look at that big boy. I don't know how you could be sad about a guy like that. He's short and stacked. I really like him. Yeah, we're talking about you. So yeah, we're gonna probably get rid of her, that big white one, and then maybe some of my bigger red Angus, and really start to trim towards, well, I really just want to maintain my numbers and really start to trim out towards only South Poles. I mean, and that's kind of the strategy I think I'm going to employ. You can see the size difference. This is a red Angus that came out of that old red Angus bull I had, and she's a more moderately framed animal, and I quite like her. But look at the legginess difference between that and 239 next to her. 239 and BF3 might be perfect animals. These are the bred heifers I bought from Greg a couple years ago, and they've just flourished. I mean, look at that. Goodness. So, all right, well, figured I'd better make a video. Nothing controversial to say, which I know is boring, but we're just in the grind, the repetitive grind of winter. Feed hay, check the water, look at the animals, and hope we don't see any more calves on the ground. All right, bye.